Yes, good morning to all of you. Myself, Mahesh Jagdish Pingde, lecturer Electronics Engineering, Government Polytechnic Ambad. So, dear students, today we are going to discuss a low-level modulated AM transmitter block diagram. So, what are the different blocks which are used for a low-level modulation process? Before discussing this particular part, first of all, we must know what exactly we mean by the low level modulation. In low level modulation, whatever the modulation of the modulating signal itself takes place at low voltage levels. So, whatever the voltage of the modulating signal as well as the carrier signal, it is low level voltage, and for that particular low level voltage we are modulating the signal, and after doing the modulation we are making this particular level of voltage to the higher power levels. So that's why whatever the power amplification process itself takes place after modulation process, so high power level signal will be generated after modulating the signal. So modulation process takes place first, and then we are doing the higher power amplification process. So this is called as the low level modulation process. So step by step we will discuss each and every block of low level modulation AM transmitter. So the first block here we are using, it is called as the stabilized RF crystal oscillator. So this stabilized RF crystal oscillator is used to generate a carrier frequency, and that carrier frequency is very much needed for your modulation process. Now for the low level modulation type of process, the carrier frequency is equal to the transmitter frequency. So this particular frequency should remain very stable. So for to achieve this particular stability, we are using some stabilizers over here. So whatever the block name itself, it is given the stabilized RF crystal oscillator, so as to make the transmitter frequency as well as the carrier frequency stable. So stabilized RF crystal oscillator. So this particular carrier frequency generated by this RF crystal oscillator is then given to the class A buffer amplifier. So this class A buffer amplifier amplify the signal but at low power level, and whatever the signal it is of low level, it is then given to the modulator. Now modulator we are using, it is AM modulator, so amplitude modulation modulator. Now we have a carrier signal. Now the another signal needed for the modulation process is nothing but the modulating signal. So audio frequency modulating signal which we want to superimpose on the carrier, it is given to audio processing and filtering unit. So audio processing and filtering unit make the necessary signal conditioning of that particular audio signal, and the signal then it is given to the class A AF amplifier. The same thing what we have done here, the same thing we are doing here also. We are amplifying the audio frequencies for a certain low level voltage levels, and that amplified signal then it is given to the AM modulator. Now in AM modulator block, the amplitude modulation takes place, and this amplitude modulated signal then it is given to the linear amplifier. Now the function of linear amplifiers is used to in order to avoid the waveform distortion in the AM wave. Also it is used to amplify the signal so as to raise the power level which is sustainable by your power amplifier. So step by step we are increasing the voltage level so as to it should be given to the power amplifier as a input. Now the power amplifier amplifies this particular amplitude modulated signal, and the power amplified signal then it is given to the antenna, and through the antenna the signal gets transmitted. So whatever the amplifiers used are of class A, class AB or class B type of amplifiers. So this is a very much simple diagram. Now the overall efficiency is much lower as compared to the high level modulation. So the efficiency of such a kind of AM transmitter at low level modulation, it is very low. So in order to achieve the higher efficiency, we are approaching for the high level modulation techniques. So once again I will repeat the procedure. Stabilized RF crystal oscillator generates a stable frequency carrier signal, then it is given, that carrier signal it is given to the class A buffer amplifier, and this class A buffer amplifier amplifies the carrier signal to a certain voltage level that is given to the AM modulator. Now the modulating signal which we want to modulate or superimpose on the carrier, it is given to the first of all audio processing and filtering unit. The necessary signal conditioning is done in audio processing and filtering unit. Then from audio processing and filtering unit, the signal it is given to the class A AF amplifier, audio frequency amplifier. The necessary amplification, voltage level amplification is done in class A amplifier, and then it is given to the AM modulator. In AM modulator, the modulation of modulating signal on the carrier is done, and output of AM modulator, it is nothing but the amplitude modulated waveform. Then this amplitude modulated waveform, it is given to the linear amplifier. These are of type A, AB or B type. It will increase the voltage level of the amplitude modulated signals so as to sustainable by your power amplifier. Then it is given to the power amplifier. The power amplifier does the necessary power amplification of the amplitude modulated signal, and then it is given to the antenna. Now antenna is nothing but it will radiate that particular electromagnetic energy into the free space so as to be it will be reachable to the receiver side. So thank you very much.